Gemini, your weekly love tarot reading begins with a Four of Wands. You see your person, a Two of Swords, the relationship, a Five of Swords, and your possible action or outcome is a Nine of Swords. Your person is coming in with a heartache. They see you as star energy, the relationship as a Six of Swords. The possible outcome or action for them is a Wheel of Fortune. Bottom of the deck is the World card. Well, you are probably new to my channel, and if you are, welcome and thank you so much for joining me. But the readings in my collective for the last week or two have all had world energy, conclusion, completedness, closure coming in to so many of you in so many areas of your life. But let's jump right into it, Gemini. We are going to look at your energy, your person's energy. Completely different, right? You're coming in with a celebration, Venus and Aries energy, a celebration of a coming together, celebrating a relationship, celebrating a pact, a connectedness, right? Balance, respect. It is the 1111 soulmate card. So just coming in with a sense of jubilation and sort of celebration because of a particular union, a particular new union in love, right? Three of Swords is how your person comes in. Oh my gosh, they're heartbroken. Gemini, your person is absolutely heartbroken, devastated, hurt. They feel deceived. What's going on here? I mean, does this have something to do with you? Why are you guys in such different spaces? So let's begin to get the clarifiers. Later on, I will be pulling out the Zodiac runes to see what Zodiac signs you might be dealing with. But let's go ahead and see what's up with that. Nine of Swords, and then we have 10 of Cups there. Interesting. A lot of anxiety. But you're fighting that anxiety, right? You're fighting that Seven of Swords and Five of Cups. Wow. Okay. Right away, Gemini. I see you fighting your anxiety and your doubt and your restlessness and perhaps even guilt that might be misplaced. You come in with 10 of Pentacles, completion, success, physical success, financial success, all on the heels of this connection that's come in that, yes, you have felt quite anxious about. But they're really, that anxiety that you had, you absolutely fought against that. You didn't let it take you over. This person here with the Three of Swords, wow. It's quite amazing. First of all, we have so much toxic energy in one. We have Seven of Swords and a Five of Cups. So they missed a relationship. There's a heartbreak here on their behalf, right? And I do feel strongly like it is a result of their actions, their toxicity. That's Seven of Swords. Whatever games they played, whatever sort of toxic energy, Seven of Swords is the card for futility, the card for treachery. It's underhanded tactics, but you can see that ultimately, you can see his foot there in the rope. He's about to hang himself, right? He's about to get caught. And this is the thing with underhanded people and underhanded tactics. What they're trying to achieve, they never achieve, right? So it's a case in futility at the same time. And so it's like, wow, this energy is there. But then why with the Three of Swords? Why such a feeling of betrayal? Well, because you've moved on. This feels to me like someone who they acted in such a way, a toxic way that caused a split with you two that they've been very hurt about. And now, because you've moved on, Gemini, they feel heartbroken and betrayed. They actually feel betrayed, even though they're the ones who are really acting ass out. They're the ones who are bringing a lot of deception and lies. So, of course, they found themselves broken up with. And here you are moving forward, having this great resonance up. And no wonder this Nine of Swords energy, there is anxiety there. You may still have contact with this person in some way. They may, you may have connections with them that you can't break. You may have children with them, right? They may be your ex, they may be your ex-spouse, but in some way, shape, or form, their energy does cause you some anxiety here with that Nine of Swords, okay? And I do believe that you moving on to happiness and a new relationship and abundance, I think you know that this was going to cause some issues here. Yes, sir. Closure, closure. That's why we have closure. Let's move on, Gemini. Damn. Tough person you were dealing with, but we're going to go much deeper. Two of Swords energy is there, and star energy. Excuse my chipped nails. Two of Swords is how you see them, and star is how they see you. Well, there you go. They see you as somebody who's living out their dream, who's actuating their dreams. They can see that you're happy. They can see that you are on the path that you want for yourself, right? For you, though, Gemini, you can see, you're seeing them being very indecisive, a feeling of them not having made a move just yet. This almost feels like it ties to this anxiety here. Like, you know that they're going to react a certain way, but you don't know what that reaction is. They haven't made their choice yet. They haven't made their decision yet. Let's go further. We're going to go deeper. Show me what that Two of Swords is about. Show me what more Gemini sees. We're looking at what you see in your person now. Show me more. Five of Pentacles. Wow. And a Page of Swords. So somewhere along the line, right, they are also going through some serious financial difficulty. Okay. And Page of Swords energy, interesting, comes in. It's as if people are coming in and communicating with you. There's communication going back and forth. You may be hearing this through the grapevine, or this may be a message from them, or something is coming in that's letting you know, right? You're becoming aware. Page of Swords energy, you're getting clarity. You're becoming aware in some way of their situation. And what you're finding out about their situation is that they're doing not so well. They may be, they may be homeless. They may be food insecure. They may be, they're just asked out. Five of Pentacles energy. Five of Pentacles, a lot of times this sort of level of suddenly, I want to say suddenly being in poverty, but being impoverished or sort of somehow being brought down to the ground, ground zero or rock bottom, as you would say, right? Energy. A lot of times it's as a result of an argument or discord. We have five here, Five of Pentacles. In tarot, whenever you're watching tarot readings, the fives are always going to indicate some kind of discord or battle and how that plays out. Here, a lot of times with this energy, it's like because of a battle or a fight or argument or some kind of split that has happened between someone and a group or another person or what have you, there's this sudden sort of separation and ousting. You're kicked out of the church in a way, kicked out of the group, kicked out of the relationship, kicked out of the house, kicked out of the job, whatever the case is, and it ends up you not doing so well. And so this is what you're seeing that your person is going through. Yes. And I feel like it's impacting you because you know them. This feels, Gemini, listen, I'm talking to y'all out there right now. I do have a feeling that this is for those of you folks who are like anywhere from your mid-30s to maybe even your mid-50s, mid-60s, right? And I only say that because it feels like this connection is a connection that you've had a long time. You have to be in that age range to have had so many years in with this connection. There is, this person extremely well, right? Show me some more about how this person sees my Gemini. Show me more. Four of Wands and Hanged Man. So here they see you as a Four of Wands. Interesting. And yet you have Four of Wands here. I really, truly don't believe that this Four of Wands is associated with them. They see you as a Four of Wands and Hangman energy. So this indicates to me, not only do they see you living out your dreams with that star energy, but they know that you're in something new. They know that you're in something new. They know it's something you're excited about, right? So if you were keeping this secret, or if you were trying, not necessarily secret, because it's a celebration and it's, it's a acknowledgement of a happy moment in your life, but if you somehow were trying to sort of veil it, hide it, or have this person not aware of it, because I do sense a lot of almost abusive behavior here, almost like having to hide your joy from this person, not wanting them to know a lot about your business. Well, all of those things, they know. And Hangman energy is there. It's interesting that they see you as that too, because here we're looking deeper at how they see you, Gemini. And it's interesting that they see you as Hangman energy from this deck. It's almost as if there's a feeling of resentment I feel from this person. This person, I feel, Gemini, like this person has anger issues. Sound off in the comments. I've had to deal with partners who have anger issues. It really makes you feel some kind of way, but I feel like you're dealing with somebody who over the years has had anger issues or resentment issues. And I say that because here I get a feeling that they resent you a little bit here. Like they see that you're happy and following your dreams, but they also have this kind of feeling of like, Gemini is just going to do what they want to do. They're just going to, you know what I mean? They're not going to give me another chance, or they're just being stubborn, or it's like that kind of feeling I get from like when you're dealing with an abuser, right? Someone who's abused their partner in some way, verbally or physically, emotionally, whatever the abuse was. And then that partner leaves and ends up happy somewhere else. And the abuser kind of acts as though they're doing this to get back at them. They're being happy to get back at them, or you know what I mean? Oh, they're just moving on, or they're just doing that because they just want to show me up. Or it's like this weird, twisted, narcissist way of turning everything into it being about you. And of course, they're angry about it. There's a feeling of a resentment I have here. Justice comes in. Some of you are dealing with the courts. Some of you are dealing, what else is falling over? Page of Pentacles. Some of you may have to begin an action in court, or new action in court, or you may be coming into a new action in court. Justice flips over along with Page of Pentacles, indicates there may be new paperwork or some kind of tangible thing that you may have to go to court over. They may be trying to go to court. It's on their side, but they see it in you. So you may still be married to this person. Some of you out there, Gemini, I feel special, really special, a message here for some of you out there who may have been still married to this person. There's a long-term estrangement going on, or a separation or something like that. And in order for you to move forward with this new life, they may have to sign paperwork. You may be trying to get divorced from them. Okay, this may be one of the reasons why you can see that they're not making a decision. They may not be signing the paperwork. They may be wanting more money out of you. Okay, some of you are finding out that they're not doing so well, and plus they're not happy about you moving on. And so this situation for some of you is like very legal and bureaucratic, and it's a lot, but you're staying the course. How do you both see the relationship? Well, for you, this is it. 5 of Swords is how you see the relationship. They see it as a 6 of Swords. Well, here we go with another 5. And so my beautiful Geminis, this is what I was talking about earlier with that 5. Right? 5 is always the number of discord and difficulty and fighting and disharmony. Here we have a battle, and you see people walking away. You can see the person standing there with all the swords. Some of them have been thrown down. People are disgusted. For you, you see this relationship as a battle that you're done fighting. And with all these cards, these 5s, it's also all about a breakthrough as well. Just as with the 5 of Pentacles, oftentimes, yes, you're hitting rock bottom, but once you hit rock bottom, you go up. And you almost always You know, if you're doing the right shadow work and putting the effort in, you almost always exceed your previous level. So it's a springboard. The same thing happens here with this energy, Gemini. It feels as though you give up a fight, because you know that the stress and the trauma and the tension and the toxicity was in the fighting. It wasn't. It was never what the fight was about or how fair the fight is. This is the lesson of this card. It isn't about the specifics of the fight, or the specifics of who's right or who's wrong, or even how people are fighting with each other. You're not being fair. Well, I'm being fair, but that's not what matters here. What matters is the fight itself, right? The roiling tension, the boiling tension, the energies, the anger, that's what matters. And so in this energy here, there's a feeling, Gemini, of you saying, I'm done with the fight. I'm just done with the fight. I'm walking away from the fight. I don't care about it anymore. You're releasing yourself. Six of Swords, though, for your person, they see this relationship interesting as moving towards calmer waters, or they're moving towards calmer waters, or you are. I'm going to have to get some clarity on this, because they see their part. This is how you see the relationship and your role in it. And is their role to leave, to finally turn their back? It may be. This new level that you're reaching here may be what finally gets them to sort of turn away and get on with it, get on with their own life, right? But let us see. I want to see more on that Six of Swords. Show me Six of Swords. Wow. Three of Pentacles and Eight of Swords. So, yeah, they may be forced. For some of you, as a result of this court action, they may be forced to go away. Three of Pentacles and Eight of Swords, they may be forced. You may be dealing with somebody who has some issues that are being forced on them. They may be forced or required to go to therapy or anger management. They may be required to go into a work program, or there is some kind of physical thing, endeavor, Three of Pentacles, that with that Eight of Swords energy there, and that leaving, and just on the heels of justice coming in and rebalancing, some of you are dealing with somebody who's being forced to have to do something, and that thing that they are being forced, or I'm saying required or committed or instructed to do, Wheel of Fortune just flipped over, is something that's going to require them to travel or go away in some fashion. So again, I do feel a lot of issues here with this person that probably could use some time away, or some time, hey, King of Wands, Wheel of Fortune for you. Yes, you choose to leave this battle behind. Finally, this is, I think, a breakthrough for you. And the wheel is turning in your favor. King of Wands is coming in. There is somebody very strong, very authoritative, very powerful, very fiery, who's going to come in as a result of that Wheel of Fortune turning, who will come in to support you. Excuse me. Who will come in to support you, or who will come in as a protector in some kind of way, right? There's issues here. There's issues here. I'm going to go into the extended reading. I'm going to take a deeper dive and use a whole nother deck to re-clarify, and some of these cards will come up. I'm going to be taking a look at what's really going on with this individual. In the extended reading, I'm going to be really much more looking at your person. What's really going on with them? What did they really think about you? And what did they really think about the relationship? That's what we're going to take a look at in the extended reading. Before we do that, let me go ahead and talk about possible outcomes here. The next stage, the next energy, again, Wheel of Fortune coming in for them also, for you and for them. So timing right now is coming in for the both of you. This is a very karmic tie that you have with this person. So some things right now are things that have already been sort of timed out and designed to come in right now. But Nine of Swords, you still have a lot of anxiety. Whereas over here, you're fighting the anxiety. you're battling it. You know, you're like, no, it's not going to get the best of me. I'm going to stay strong and stay true. Here, it gets the best of you a little bit, right? And I think that you just get very tired, right? You get very tired of dealing with this individual and this energy. And it just could be that there isn't, the closure comes, the world shows closure. Nevertheless, there's something here going on that that won't allow you to rest. Let me pull one card for that Nine of Swords. Show me one card, Spirit, for that Nine of Swords before we go on to pull your zodiac sign. Show me just one card. Just a little more clarity. Show me. You continue to be worried for them. You continue to be worried for them because of the history you have with them, Gemini, right? There is a care that you have here, right? There's a care. And I think that, again, and I can't wait for the extended, but going into what's really going on with this Justice card and what's really happening here in this connection, in this relationship, if your person is indeed sort of forced to go away or forced to, who knows, maybe go jail, go to rehab, go somewhere, right? Maybe they're forced to stay away from you from a restraining order, or maybe they're on, whatever the case is, whatever they're being sort of required to do, you feel guilty about it. You can't help yourself. And I think it's because of this memory that you have, Two of Cups. It's because of what you shared with them. Yes, this person has been somebody very difficult in your life to deal with and to move on from, but there is history here. I feel like strong history here, long history here. Some of you have children with this person, right? And so, yeah, it's difficult, but you're allowed to have your own life and move on. And I do feel strongly, if you're resonating with this reading, then this individual has issues they need to deal with. They just do. Like, you can't save them from themselves. So before I sign off and move on to the extended, which you can follow me to the extended reading using that link at the top of the description, I'm just going to pull these zodiac signs. Some of you are dealing with a Sagittarius. I'm going to put that right there. Actually, you know what? Let me put them together over here. I like to put them right there. Sagittarius. Some of you are dealing with an Aries. More fire. So we got 2 fire signs so far. And the last one that I'm pulling, I only like to pull 3. Some of you, are dealing with a Scorpio. Shocker. I'm sorry, not much of a shocker. Listen, they may or may not be those signs. They may or may not have those signs in their chart. You may have those signs in your chart. I'm going to link those signs, love readings, previous love readings in the description. Take a look at your chart. If you take a look at any tarot readings that resonate with the various zodiac signs in your chart, you may find that your moon sign or your rising sign, your Venus or your Mars sign, you may find that reading resonates with you more accurately. You never know. Nevertheless, at the end of the day, I will say this: the World card is a strong card, and there is still closure coming here. There is closure coming here, but this is a difficult next few weeks, I want to say, next few weeks to a month for a Gemini who's moving on in joy, in a new relationship with abundance and stability going on and coming in, right? Blessings coming in as a result of this new union that has a lot of anxiety and, I want to say, spiritual tie, or not spiritual, but emotional ties to an ex or someone else in their life that was a lover, that is a very toxic and difficult person to deal with. So I'm going to sign off. I'm going to go deeper into some of these areas about your person, who they are, how they really see you, and how they really see this relationship and what they think. I'm going to do that in the extended and go there now. But for right now, Gemini, thank you so much for joining me. I wish you and your cross watchers and everyone in your life love, life, and happiness. And I hope to see you right back here on my channel next week, Bow and Arrow Tarot, for your weekly love tarot reading. Bye-bye, Gemini.